You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as well, we're messengers.
Talk to him.
And hip hop as a whole, it's not. I don't want to be too preachy, but for me, as being the youngest of five, I was exposed to all kinds of hip hop, and like KRS from Big Daddy Kane, KRS, and all them cats. Like
right.
I came up through all phases, but I learned how to do it the right way. And that's the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about vibrations and frequency, man. So I make sure I put that good vibe out, man. It's all about elevation. If it don't elevate nobody, then I ain't doing it right.
Hip-hop started from the slums of the Bronx, New York. I fell in love with breakbeats, the techniques, b-boying, MCing, crushing whoever was in front of you. It was groovy. You knew how it was. It's true, it's hip-hop. It's only one source to get it. It's I Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. Subscribe Google Play, iTunes, and DJ Bugsy 215 SoundCloud. It's all about the hip hop. Keep it hip hop. What up, what up? It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It For Hip Hop Podcast, episode 115. It's good to be back on the Mickety mic. I got the original crew with me tonight, you know what I'm saying? A couple episodes I didn't. Shout out to, you know what I mean, my boy Scooter back from L.A. Shout out to my man E, you know what I mean, keeping the audio intact. You know what I'm saying? But I got an artist coming out of New Jersey, man. I want to give a big shout out. Welcome to the show, Royce Castro. What it do?
Peace, man. Thanks for having me, DJ Bugsy. I appreciate you.
Oh, man, listen, man, your project is dope, bro. I think we talked online about, like, how deep you got with it as far as social injustices and different things like that. I want you to tap into that and tell me, like, what was the inspiration behind those things that you touched on? Because when I first heard it, I felt like a little bit of Mos Def, a little bit of Talib Kweli, a little bit of Outkast influence, a little bit of Organoids influence, you know what I'm saying? I heard a little bit of Killer Mike in there, so... Yeah, touch on that, just the inspirations and stuff behind the project.
Life.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much what sums it up, life, man. I'm always inspired off of life. But as far as the Outkast influence, Killer Mike, all that stuff, yeah, man, I'm a big fan of those cats, man. I've been a fan of Outkast since 5th grade. Like you couldn't tell me that me and my boy
Millions.
used to,
I knew your childhood friend used to rap with him back in the day in the basement.
Y'all, you couldn't tell us we wasn't Outkast or Bone Thugs.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
But as far as the project though, man, actually that's stuff that was in the vault, and because I got a lot of music that I'm putting together now that I'm just get ready to let fly, but man, that's just life, man, and that's what's going on. And I just feel like as an artist, you have a responsibility.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as well, we're messengers.
Talk to him.
And hip hop as a whole, it's not. I don't want to be too preachy, but for me, as being the youngest of five, I was exposed to all kinds of hip hop, and like KRS from Big Daddy Kane, KRS, and all them cats. Like I came up through all phases, but I learned how to do it the right way, and that's the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about vibrations and frequency, man. So I make sure I put that good vibe out, man. It's all about elevation. If it don't elevate nobody, then I ain't doing it right.
Right, and it kind of like goes back to who you was talking about and Outkast and the song Elevators, and also just seeing him elevate as an artist, and now he's focused on being a different artist and not so much being a hip hop artist. What's your take on just Andre 3000, his evolution, and just trying to step outside of hip hop and just be in a different lane, and feeling like sometimes when you're famous, it's a weird anxiety feeling that you can get sometimes when you're that famous. That's what he talked about recently.
I feel like he's just evolved.
Right.
We all evolve. Some of us stay stuck in the same place, but we're put here to evolve.
That's a fact. You
know what I'm saying? And he's not inspired, man. I mean, look what's like for real, because like I got a lot of dope music myself, man. And I look at what's going on. it's uninspiring and like it's unmotivating, man.
Right.
Like, it's hard to be motivated knowing that you got dope material and it's just
And you don't want to put it out.
It's just it gets overlooked by the stuff
trash,
that,
the bullshit.
Yeah, man. Like it's wild. But yeah, he I feel like he's just evolved, like, cause he got a lot of bad rap for that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, my 7-year-old son, he has autism. He loves it.
Oh, he loves the new album. Yeah, I like it too. I like it too. I listen to it.
And what a lot of people don't understand, he recorded that. It's in a healing frequency.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what we all need, man. So I feel like he evolved to something else. I mean, what the hell? I'll probably evolve from rapping myself.
Yeah, you never know. What I want to ask you, and this is what my feeling was when I first seen the first interview with GQ, I felt like Erykah Badu is a part of his evolution. I just feel like him meeting her and having his son 7 kind of like orchestrated that to a certain extent. Do you feel like women can sometimes change the landscape of your mentality and how you look at life sometimes, depending on the woman? Because she does have that Baduism. I'm just saying. You get hit with the Badu. You never know, brother. Because everyone that got hit, they've been pretty touched.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt, absolutely. But that's all women. It can be two ways.
Right.
I like growing up. I've seen women tear the best of good brothers down, man.
Right.
And then you've seen brothers be great, and that greatness, some of that comes from being inspired by the right woman.
That's a fact.
There's no way around that. That's the people will say, nah, but from my understanding and observation and just experiences throughout life,
right?
That's what completes us as men, and vice versa,
right?
Because as a man, you can have all your. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, you can have all your shit together.
Right.
But the missing piece of that puzzle is going to be a woman. Simple as that.
Louis Farrakhan said the same thing.
It's no way around that, bro.
Right.
Like, you can have everything that you can have together. Now it's just a matter of you choosing the right one.
Yeah, and that's the hard part.
But I fully believe that as you get yourself together, then everything falls into place, because it all starts with self first.
Self. Yeah,
man. You gotta love yourself first, man.
But
you gotta love yourself first.
That's true. But you know what's crazy? A lot of women, and I'm only speaking from my experience, they don't feel that you gotta get yourself together. They feel like we can get ourself together. Meaning, if myself is not together and she's together, I can help you get together. Why do I gotta wait until you get to a certain point before us to meet? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's possible. I mean, that all has to do with love and which is what? Highest level of understanding.
Right.
If y'all two got an understanding, and say if she's up and you're down and she wants to help pull you up, that's a good woman.
That's a fact.
I've seen brothers drop the ball with that, going and dipping off and doing all kind of dumb shit. When it's like, you got to understand what you got. And I'll be 100 with you. I lucked up with what I got. Yeah, I lucked up with what I got. I wouldn't trade her in for nothing.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah, man. I lucked up. But
shout out to her.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Said I lucked up.
Yeah, I lucked up, man. But it all started with me getting myself together. She was sent to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you haven't sent?
Yeah.
On some Keisha Cole shit.
Yeah, like
wow.
No, not no Keisha Cole. But just like, that, like I said, it all starts with self.
Right.
And then, when you love yourself, man, that stuff, that vibe goes outward.
Right.
So you get back what you put out.
Right.
So if your karma is good, man, then it's gonna swing back around. You're gonna get somebody good.
That's true. That's true.
Now there. Don't get me wrong. There is some motherfuckers who wear a mask and they be fronting like they good. Don't get me.
I've been through that. Don't get you started.
Shit, me too. That's why I'm saying I can only tell you from personal experience, bro. But
yeah.
yeah, man. that's the completion of us. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like to me, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. So for me, the real holy trinity is man, woman, and child.
I like that, and that's a fact. And I'm glad you said that, because it brings me to that song on your project called "For the Gods," which is one of my favorite songs on the project. Yeah. And I want you to elaborate more on that, because if people haven't heard it yet, and I'm sure they'll go listen to it once you break down, but can you break down your mindset going in the studio for the guys, and what was you trying to relay to the people in that song? Because that song is amazing, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, bro. That's just something I didn't put anything on there with me just snapping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with me just snapping, and I just felt like I just needed to have something to snap, and it's that God flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that was just that's the easy part for me. Just snapping. Just snap. Everything else was structured. You know, concept wise and all that other stuff. But that was just something. That was just, I heard the beat from my producer, Stu. Stu got beat. Shout out to him, by the way. He produced most of the tracks on there.
Yeah, he fired, man.
I appreciate it.
He from Jersey, too?
Yeah, Lawside. Everything's homegrown, bro.
Lawside, brother.
Yeah, everything. Man, for that area, that we call that Little Africa, where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, man, Lawside, if you, like, the history of it is amazing, man. That's like one of the most historical landmarks for black culture.
Are you serious?
No bullshit, bro. And I'm proud of that. Absolutely.
yo, scoot over there, like, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm dead.
Matter of fact, the Peter Mott House, where Harriet Tubman led our people to freedom, is still up and preserved. You can visit that.
It's on Route 30?
No, it's on Gloucester Avenue.
Gloucester Avenue?
Yeah, yup.
We gotta exchange now. You gotta show me.
It's right up the street.
Yo,
man.
I gotta see
Look,
that.
back in the day, they had it was like another Black Wall Street, Lawside.
Really?
All those famous musicians before they went to Atlantic City, they would stop there. They had cotton clubs, all that stuff, man. Yeah, Lawside Lawside has a heritage that I'm very proud of. And I protect that, because at one point they was trying to make my community one of the worst neighborhoods to live because of, a couple killings that happened or whatever. Nah, miss me with all that bullshit.
Right.
Everything is agenda based, man. So we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that over here. But yeah, that's one of the most historical landmarks for black culture, and it's a small community. Very small community. So much talent then came through there. There's talent there now.
I did not know none of this, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit blowing my mind. I'm like flabbergasted, because I'm not. It's
now
not.
You see why the music sound the way it sound.
Yo, but even more so, bro. Your last name is Castro, and I want to talk a little bit about that, because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have Cuba roots, correct?
Absolutely.
So let's touch on that, because, growing up as a kid, and it was always harked upon Fidel Castro being this evil-minded person. But what's your thoughts? Because you have the roots, so you can expound on a different perspective, unlike other people, or unlike what I've heard growing up as a kid, and what they kind of like influenced me with in education, that he was an evil mind. What's the misconception in your eyes and your lens?
Well, and they do this with all the leaders.
They did it with Malcolm X. They did it with King.
When you have a mind of your own,
right, like Michael Jackson did,
and when you disrupt the natural, the already placed natural order of things,
right,
then everything gets put off. Like, oh, you're this, you're that. Because you got your own mind, and when you spark minds, when you
like Tupac did,
absolutely, they had to get him out of here.
Nipsey is another one,
absolutely, and we'll touch on him. But Fidel, meeting with Malcolm X, all that stuff. Come on, man,
right?
Like, and then I can't go too deep. I mean, we can go deep, but,
right? Yeah, it gets.
Yeah, man. A lot of that stuff is, the media is a powerful tool, man, and we know who runs the media.
We know. Just before we clear, I'm a different type of media guy, so I just want to put that out there on a disclaimer. But go ahead.
But all of that stuff gets pushed off,
right?
And people believe it. Nobody thinks for themselves, man. Even today, nobody thinks for themselves with everything.
Right.
Even in religion, like we're naturally spiritual people.
Right.
So we just go along with what we've been taught. We don't question anything. We don't question history. Most of us still believe we came from slavery. Most of us still believe that.
Right.
And
what's your thought? Because let me ask you this, because a few years back, and Yeezy is one of my favorite figures of all time, but he said something about...
He be talking that work, not to cut you off. He be talking that work, man.
So when he said what he said on TMZ, you basically agreed with him?
Oh, about slavery being a choice.
Right.
Sometimes it's
he worded it wrong.
Exactly, because I understood what he was saying. And that's dope that we can talk about this, because I'm somebody that I'm an observer and I process before I think. So when he's saying slavery was a choice, I understood, because Nat Turner,
right,
Harriet Tubman,
right,
they gave people a choice.
Okay, I can understand that point of view of it.
Yeah, they gave people a choice.
Right.
You can either stay here
or
we can get up out of here. Yeah. And Harriet, if you stayed, she shot you. You ain't gonna tell on me. So she was a brave woman. Yeah, I get that too. So I understand, and that's just those two. Like people don't understand the history behind how many revolutions that there were.
Right.
Man, listen. Indigenous unity is America's nightmare. It is America's nightmare.
Talk to him.
But programming, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people, the stuff that I talk about, or most of the stuff that I come across, man.
You know who you remind me of? Not to cut you off, but I remember growing up, and I remember when Frank Rizzo put the bomb on the Move people. And in 1985, Wilson Goode was the mayor, and Frank Rizzo dropped the bomb, and he killed all those people in Mona, Africa. You remind me of those people, how they think. Like I feel like them people are like the modernized Black Panthers, literally.
I'm a huge. I actually met Ramona Africa before my hair even got this long. It was at the Malcolm X Day parade over there in Philly
on 52nd Street.
Yeah, in the park.
Right.
Yeah, because my homeboy Ock performed over there.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's basically a mentality of being unplugged. Because even there's a stereotype even with the Panthers.
Yeah.
They just dressed in black and this and that. They killed cops and all that. No, they policed the police. Those people were. I'm a huge Huey Newton fan. Fred Hampton. All of those
General
guys.
Pratt.
Yeah, love them all, man.
Me too. Because
they sparked minds. They had to get them out of there because they sparked minds. And it wasn't just about. I hate to use the term black because that's just a color.
Right.
But Fred Hampton, he had Caucasians, Hispanics. Man, they had to get him out of here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When you disrupting the natural order of things, we got to get him off the street. We got to do something with him. But they were sparking minds. They were going over and they had medicine. They had healthcare. They had a system going without the system. Man, they can't.
Same thing in 1924 in Tulsa?
Yeah, Black Wall Street.
And they did the bomb. They did the bomb. The same thing.
You cannot disrupt the natural order of things, man. And the things that I'm saying, like, it might raise an eyebrow, or whatever. But man, I'm just so comfortable with speaking my truth, and I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm protected, man. If anything can
cool down, listen,
man, listen, bro. If anything ever happened to me, guess what?
Right.
It's so I'm all right with it for the simple fact that we're infinite energy, limitless. You know what I'm saying? Like we go on. When I transcend to the next life, before I do, only thing I want to ever be known for is being the dopest person you ever encountered, man.
That's fire. You can't beat that with a bat.
I used to think having money and riches and all that shit was everything, but man, that don't mean nothing, man. Like
you got to be pure in other parts of your being besides.
That's how you
the
evolve.
bank account.
Because when you leave here,
you're not taking none of that shit with you.
man, your body of work getting judged, bro. When you leave here, that body of work getting judged, is getting looked at.
Right.
All that shit, the heart and the feather on the scale. Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, karmatic debt. All that shit is real, bro.
Facts. Now, I do want to talk about your community work, the name of the nonprofit, how it got started, and you just had a game that I was supposed to attend. Can you elaborate on that?
Difference Makers.
I like that name. It reminds me of Dream Chasers, but I do like it. But Difference Makers, I definitely like that.
Well, it started my homeboy Julian Dunkley.
Okay.
That played at Temple. Rashid Brokenborough, Ernest Turner.
Shout out to my nigga Rashid Brokenborough.
Al Thomas from Camden. We all started that back in I want to say '05.
Okay.
And we started out down there in Underworld. At the Y down there in Underworld. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started out down there.
Wow.
And to see where it's grown, man,
now.
it's just basketball skills training and mentorship. We get these youngins the game, man. Not just on the court, but just how to maneuver, man. Yeah, man.
Financial literacy.
That and just making the right choices. You know, even when you picking down to females. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, yo, we don't play around with that stuff because if you know the game early, you know how to maneuver.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So to see
and what's the ages? Like, what? How does it? How do they sign
we start
up?
if we start out at about 6th, 7th grade, depending on how good the youngin is. But we also have somebody that we send them to my man AP over at A1.
Okay.
He's really great with kids. I mean, he's amazing with little kids. He's good with everybody too. But he just has this thing with the real little ones, man, that they gravitate towards him, man. And
right.
he has them locked in.
Okay.
But yeah, Difference Makers, we've been doing that for a long time, man. And I feel like it's one of the best things that I could ever be a part of in my life, man. Because
I agree with that. Community work is important.
I love the process of seeing a youngin come in, not just basketball skills wise, but mentally, and just developing them. And by the time they leave, man, we got a 100% success rate as far as them getting to school.
Really?
Absolutely. Pride ourselves on that.
That's dope.
No kid is ever left behind, man. Damn, sorry about that. No kid is ever left behind with us like that.
Right.
That's what we do, man. And the basketball circuit, the AAU circuit, man, is you know, it's scandalous like the rap shit, man. It is like they pimping these kids, man. These cats be doing all kind of stuff with these kids, giving money to, you know, then when kids don't want to deal with them, they trying to extort kids. We don't do none of that, man. If you come in the gym, trust our process. Parents ain't even allowed in the gym.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but they're not allowed in the gym because when some of these kids come in, man, it's a lot of fixing that we got to do because they pacify bullshit behavior. You know what I'm saying? And they coddle them instead of correcting them. And you're not helping, you're hindering.
Right.
So, yeah, man, we fix all that. And that's something that we pride ourselves on, man. Actually, one of our kids is playing freshman. He starts at Kansas right now.
Really? What's his name?
Jackson.
And he starts Kansas D1?
Right now.
And his last name Jackson.
El Marco Jackson.
And I watch college basketball, so I'm gonna check him out.
Our another kid, Quadir Copeland. He's at Syracuse. Balling, number 24. Balling.
Okay, balling. Okay, I'm gonna check him out too. Because that's the same school Carmelo Anthony's son goes to? Yep. Okay.
Well, Carmelo's son, I think he's still in high school.
He's want to go there. Yeah. That's where he want to go. Yeah. Okay, I know.
And I like what Adrian Autry's doing over there because Boeheim ain't there no more. But Adrian Autry, he letting them kids play, man. Yeah, he letting them play, but. Yeah, we got a lot of young. I
like it, man. Difference makers, man. That's fire, man. Now let me ask you a question. What if they were not interested in basketball per se, but they still wanted to be in a program, but not for basketball? How does that work? Is that a thing?
So if they need like mentorship, just strictly mentorship. Yeah, man, we do that.
Okay,
we do that. Yeah. We talk to kids all the time, man. Like I said, no kid is left behind, man. And Julian is actually somebody who inspires me, man. Like just a stand up guy, man.
Right.
Like he'll give you the shirt off his back, literally, man.
That's fire.
I seen him help kids that have never even been to the program.
See.
And then, like I've seen
that's his calling.
Yeah, I've seen Julian help kids that, cause you know we big on loyalty, man. We ain't asking for a whole lot. We got old school principles, man. We got a moral compass, and I've seen him help kids that have shitted on us. Parents shit on us. They come back, still help them.
You can't be mad at that.
He's better than me.
You like, fuck that. I'm gonna take your ass to Lower Africa.
Yeah,
and
he'll
spank
tell you
real quick.
He'll tell you, man.
I'm gonna bring you to Lawside.
Yeah, Julian will tell you, man. I'm the one who is behind the scenes. Like,
right. Yeah.
He deals with most of the diplomatic stuff.
Diplomatic part of it.
Yeah, man. Because I'm. Yeah.
Now I want to get to sports, man, because I know you've been watching what I'll be posting about the Eagles. Even though you're not an Eagles fan, like I said, shout out to the Eagles, man. I don't know why y'all mad at me. I mean, I understand it to a certain extent, but everybody's in my DMs about the Eagles. Listen, we beat y'all fair and square. We're the number 1 seed, 49ers. Y'all lost to the Seahawks last night, got spanked by a backup. I don't want to hear no excuses. Now y'all saying, okay, this is regular season. Okay, postseason, we're going to see what it's in for, because the way it's looking to me, y'all going to have to come to Cali, brother, to Levi Stadium in St. Clair. And if y'all come there, it's going to be a problem. And also, I know y'all worried about Christmas when we play the Ravens. I'm a little worried too. I ain't going to front. Ravens look crazy. Them brothers, they balling. So that's the only team that I'm worried about in the NFL. Outside of that, I feel like my team can spank anybody outside of the Ravens. But you're a Vikings fan. They cool, and they actually beat us this year. But
man, we got to get rid of Kirk Cousins' bum ass, man.
Really?
Yes. You mean really? Yes.
But he did better. So let me ask you this. Get rid of Kirk Cousins, but the new guy, what you think of the new quarterback?
Ooh, Josh Dobbs?
Yeah.
We need Michael Penix.
Oh, you going for him? You trying to get him?
Man, Michael Penix is that lefty.
Right.
Is amazing. Make every throw there is, man. That kid is super smart, man. He's super smart.
So do you feel like when they draft this year, they going for a quarterback? You feel like
they need to, but they probably won't.
They probably.
Man, I think they got a woman owner who's old, don't know nothing about football, man. Like, come on, man. It just.
And who they GM though? You know who they?
I think it's a lady. I think she's still there, but
not to say nothing from females.
Yeah. Not
some
at
females
all,
know football.
Because she's a lot of owners in football. You can tell who's really into building a franchise and who isn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you can really tell.
Right.
I mean, if we're gonna get to the Eagles, I'll give you my take on the Eagles.
Yeah, please. I would want to know what you think they're gonna do this year. I think this is what I think, and this is my honest opinion. Just like I told all the fans in the DM, y'all have internal and external issues. Your coach just switched defensive coordinators and sent him up to the box and got the other guy to come down. We seen how that went because you lost. So that didn't help you, okay? You got Jalen Hurts hurt, acting like he ain't, talking about it's a flu game. Well, if it was a flu game, you would have won because Jordan did and you didn't, okay? So it's a lot of different fucking things, and I just don't fucking get it. Like, Brock Purdy is one of the best quarterbacks in their first 2 year span ever. Statistically, he's about to surpass Joe Montana. Like, what is we talking about? And I'm tired of y'all niggas saying he's a system quarterback. I'm tired of y'all niggas saying that, because how does a system quarterback throw for 40 and 50 yards at a time, got statistically in so many different categories? I ain't trying to hear that shit. And when Jimmy Garoppolo was the fuck there, did he do what Brock do? He was in the same fucking system. Did he do it? Fuck no. So now you can give your take on the Eagles. Because that's some bullshit. I'm tired of these niggas fucking with Brock Purdy, bro.
I fuck with Jalen Hurts, man. I like Jalen Hurts. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan.
Okay. But he got benched in college.
Yeah.
He was doing too much.
Yeah. Well, Well, I think he was young, growing, man, and but he did come back and was a Heisman runner-up the following year at Oklahoma.
Yeah, because he once see sometimes you got to go through adversity to
Right.
become who you are.
Right, and
so they benched him, and that made him better.
But that's who he is, though. He's always been overlooked. And that's what I'm when I played sports, I was somebody who was overlooked and always been the underdog and had to prove myself.
Right.
So I like
understand
that.
the underdog because I always been one myself.
Yeah, I love that about him because when they drafted him, they was booing. They was booing when they drafted him, man. And
Eagle fans, y'all is horrible,
oh man. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Eagles fans is the worst, bro. They the worst, bro. They are the worst.
And another thing, y'all motherfuckers get on my nerve. Every time it's a fucking Eagles game and I'm trying to get the jersey, y'all clogging up the joint. Y'all niggas clogging up the highways and shit.
Some of them
that shit be drawn, bro.
Some of them
and the fucking
worst.
Ubers and Lyft shit be. Though one time I ain't gonna hold you. I was in Philly and I live in Jersey and I had to get back to Jersey, and the fucking fare was $90, bro, to get the jersey.
Oof.
After an Eagles game.
Yeah, man. Some of them fans
Kick
be the
rocks,
worst,
nigga.
bro. They now I understand being a diehard fan, but it's like soon as they lose, they just be trashing them. Like, it's
Right.
like, bro, like come on.
And they
man.
was trashing my quarterback, saying he a pussy. How he a pussy? Because Hassan Reddick knocked his arm out of pocket. Like
Who,
come on.
Purdy?
Yeah.
Well, Brock Purdy, he's a solid dude. I think Brock is in the right situation where he got the keys to the Lambo. It's just you can't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? But
He said he got keys.
nah, for real though, because if you
fuck it up.
keep being 100 though, he got all the pieces. It's on him to fuck it up.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
But every great quarterback had pieces though, bro.
Nah,
Who? All right, name a quarterback. Name a great. No, I want to hear.
I'm
this.
gonna name one for you right now. They playing right now.
Who?
Lamar. Lamar's a great quarterback. Do you see what Lamar has been doing with nothing for
You
all
mean
these
this
years?
year or just overall?
Overall, you see.
Oh,
what
not
he's
this year because he got some pieces this year.
exactly what I'm saying. But if you put any other quarterback in that situation that he's been in, they ain't doing shit.
Well, Lamar, I'll give Lamar his pride. I can't.
Russell Wilson's another one.
No,
Not-
we
not
talking
right
about when he
now.
at Seattle?
When he was at Seattle,
He had. Yes, he did.
Doug Baldwin, bro.
No, but he had. What's my boy?
He got
the running back.
he
boy.
got DK
What was the
and
running
beast
back?
mode and Lockett, but he ain't never had nothing on the perimeter. That was running in the defense.
I mean, but I get that. But the beast mode set up a lot of that shotgun shit though.
Yeah, but
So
a
you
lot
gotta-
of these guys,
Yeah,
these guys like a Lamar though.
Right.
If you put these other quarterbacks in that situation, they ain't doing nothing, man. He has
I
literally,
mean, Lamar is like a modernized Michael Vick. He's not Vick because he don't got an arm like Vick, but he's still a modernized Michael Vick.
yeah, like Lamar, like they
And he remind me of Kaepernick a little bit too.
No.
Because Cap, what you mean?
No.
Why y'all gotta stop doing this.
Absolutely
You think
not.
Cap trash?
Nah, I don't think Cap trash. I don't think Cap trash at all.
Oh, word. I was about to
Cap
say,
had
bro.
a very strong arm, but Cap can't throw in windows. Yeah, you a Niners fan.
No.
Yeah, now you know.
No, listen, I'm gonna say this about Cap. Like the time that he only had it when he went to the Super Bowl. That was the only time I could say he was throwing some real shit.
Yeah.
Outside of that, yeah, he had years where he was fucking up.
but that's because that
when he
was-
got Super Bowl, he definitely was throwing.
That was a new offense,
and he had Jimmy Harbaugh. He a good coach. Jim Harbaugh a good coach.
Yeah, no, I like Harbaugh.
I like all of Harbaugh.
I'm a Michigan fan
Oh, you are?
since 5th grade.
Oh shit! So
Wolverines.
what you think they gonna do against
Bama?
Alabama? Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's not.
Nah, I'm gonna be 100.
Nick Saban and the GOAT.
Nah.
He ain't. Yes, he is.
I mean,
He
Nick's-
the GOAT.
Nick's-
Ain't nobody saying
I
that
mean,
boy coaching, bro.
people play for Saban just because of it's Saban and the Bama name.
and the
He
resume.
don't-
Roll
yeah, he ain't-
Tide. You know all that song?
Yeah, but-
Roll Tide.
But
That's what
I don't
he said,
I think if we can control the game, we got a shot, but we don't have no speed for Bama, man. Like we Michigan, we run right at you bruisers.
Right.
Bama got all that shit and speed. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to play a hellified game.
Right. It's possible though.
Yeah. I think if we not worried about who they are and just
do your thing.
Yeah, man. I think we got a shot.
So get to the Eagles. You said something about Jalen Hurts, but this before we go, I want you to tell me, where do you think the Eagles going to land this year? I think they're going to get knocked out in the first round. That's just my opinion. They're not going to make it. And this girl, it's a girl on here. Shout out to, I think her name is She or She Shy or some shit. I don't want to fuck up because I'll butcher your name. All I know is she said, "You sure about that? You want to bet?" I immediately DM'd her, voice memo, how much? Like I welcome you. I welcome all you fans bets. I do. I really do. Like I swear, this is the most I've been sure about my team since Colin Kaepernick. That year that they went to the Super Bowl, I would bet anybody on my team that year. I would. And this year too, included.
I think
like NFC wise, we there. I feel like the preview to the Super Bowl is Christmas night at 8:15 in San Clair. Like I feel like that's the preview.
It's gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Good game.
I can't wait. Yeah, me and Scooter got link up. We gonna go watch the game.
Lamar is 20-1 against the NFC.
Oh, I know you're a beast. Listen, I know Lamar a beast.
But the Eagles,
what you think?
I think they haven't been playing their best football yet.
Okay,
and they've been winning games.
Right. So,
but I think the offensive coordinator is, I don't know, and he's been around, so I don't understand. You got one of the best running backs in the league. DeAndre Swift is a beast.
He is.
He's one of the best backs in the league, and he does it all: blocking, catching.
I don't understand it.
Run the ball, open that, because now it's pick your poison.
And you know what else I witnessed last night? Not to cut you off, but I felt like Seattle should have ran the ball more too. Because you notice when they came back out in third quarter, they started running the ball and they got a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But if they would have did that all game, because Eagles have a hard time stopping the run.
Well,
McCaffrey ran through them the whole fucking game. That's why we put up 42.
The only thing the Eagles have on defense is a front line.
Right.
That's it. The linebacking core suspect. The
middle
DBs is toast.
Right.
That cat Blankenship, toast. Bradbury, toast. You know what I'm saying? Like, we being 100, so like, toast. Yeah, man, them dudes.
What butter?
Yeah, them dudes.
Jelly.
Them dudes is toast, man. So,
what butter?
Like, but
jelly.
The Eagles is injury plagued too right now, but they've been winning.
Report crazy.
Yeah, they've been winning. So if they get all them guys back, and then they haven't even been clicking. Just imagine if they start clicking. So that's what I would be worried about.
Okay.
I know this is another sub, but Cowboys. They didn't have one of the easiest schedules all year.
And they gotta go to Miami.
Then when they play somebody good,
they gotta play Tua and them.
They terrible on the road.
Yep. Yep. That's a fact. But before we go, bro, I do want to ask you, man, top 5 albums of all time. And it don't have to be in order. It can be, as I know Outkast's gonna be in there, and respectfully so. And this is a 2-part. There's always been a battle about the best group of all time. It's always been either Outkast or Wu-Tang. I pretty much know your answer, but why do you think Outkast is better than Wu-Tang Clan?
Actually, I don't even have an answer for that because I love both of them. Bugsy.
I really thought you was going to I can tell you why.
Bugsy, I ain't even going to do it. I love Wu-Tang too, man. I was just at the
I seen for your birthday, right?
Yeah.
You went to the show with Nas, right? How was that? Bruh, I've been trying.
You gotta go. Matter of fact, we need to link up and go down to the next one.
When is the next one?
I don't know, but when they had the tours in Atlantic City.
Shout out to my nigga Drizzy and J. Cole. You know they go on tour next year, the top of the next year.
Drake
and J. Cole, yeah.
I like Cole. I'm not a real big Drake fan.
What's his flaws as an artist, in your opinion? Does he have? Is it cause of Quentin Miller? Cause of what? Cause of what Meek Mill and drama exposed?
I mean, you can never. I can never say somebody's a GOAT with ghostwriters and all that, but as far as the material, I just feel like
it's redundant.
And
I can admit to that.
You know, it's not. I feel like he might be uninspired, because you know when he first dropped, I love Drake. You know what I'm saying? I love that music. It was different. It was fresh air, man.
Right,
it was a different style. I mean, actually, Fonte from Little Brother been doing that.
Yeah,
but
that's a whole nother conversation.
But
Drake will never admit it.
He actually shouted him out a bunch of times.
He influenced by Kid Cudi too.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few influences.
Yeah,
but,
Yeezy.
Yeah, but
we can go on and on.
But yeah, man, I just feel like, you know, music, like I said, it's about elevation for me. No, I don't listen to a whole bunch of conscious music 24/7.
Right.
It just, if it don't touch me here, I can't rock with it, bro. I can't fuck with it if it don't touch me here.
I can respect that.
Like,
and you're an artist, so
yeah, people was mad now when he released this other joint that he put out after what Joe Budden said. Yeah, he was on there rapping.
Right.
And that, you know, that's what we want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he wants to be a singer.
He want to sound like these youngins, man. And it's like,
and he talking about one day I want to make an album just all R&B. I'm like, bro.
Well, you know, that's for the ladies and stuff, man. I mean, that's cool. It's part of.
No, I don't like
that.
Bugsy,
I don't want that. I know. Look, it's part of.
That shit ain't cool. That shit is.
I mean, it's part of evolving.
Let me ask you a question, because you get in my mind sparking. What do you think about basketball players, A&R and hip hop artist projects? Example: Kevin Durant on a new Drake project.
No.
LeBron James on the last 2 Chainz project before the one with Lil Wayne. What's your thoughts on basketball players thinking they can be A&Rs as opposed to my nigga Dollars Lifestyle, who A&R Rowdy Rich shit, who's a real A&R? Shout out to my nigga Dollars. But go ahead.
If you know what you're doing, then that's something different.
Right.
But listening to these projects that they A&R, no. Nah, bro. I mean, listen, Bugsy, I can only be 100, bro. Like,
I love it.
You know
I love it. I don't
nah.
like the sugar coaters.
Nah, I ain't doing none of that.
I don't like the sugar coaters. I like the
I'm from the L. I'm from Little Africa. We don't do that.
Now back to the question: top 5 hip hop albums of all time. No special order, just.
Well, my favorites. And there's so many. You gonna limit me to 5. I have a whole bunch.
No, just 5.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes, man. Kanye West. Lord Hunter.
That album was epic.
Epic, bro.
That's like a whole different monster. I don't even consider that. That's like a genre that's like.
And you know what? Not to cut you off. Speaking of Kanye West, the nigga was at the Art Basel in Miami, and he said that he told Nicki Minaj to rewrite her verse on Monster 3 times. Yeah, I'm glad he did that, because that's one of the best verses she ever said in her fucking life.
Yeah, definitely. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah, man. Oh Lord have mercy.
Epic. Absolutely epic. Amazing album.
Yeah.
You got me thinking here.
Do you need me to throw a name out there, or are you just going just do your thing?
No. All right, we got Kanye, we got Kendrick. Schoolboy Q, Blank Face.
Yeah.
Blank Face was dope. That's like some psychedelic gangster shit. That's his best album. To me, in my opinion, that's his best album.
Right.
Blank Face. Let me see.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q, the whole TDA.
I fuck with all them niggas. I fuck with that label because.
And I fuck with, what's the Reason? Is it Reason? That boy.
Porches is dope.
Yeah, Reason.
Reason is so underrated. Man.
Oh my God, bruh.
I be sharing his stuff on
and
Instagram.
J-Rock.
What? Rock is dope. Redemption was dope. See, now you got me going. I can't limit 5 albums, yo.
Whoa,
because,
listen,
let me see. Sky Zoo, The Mind of a Saint.
Okay.
That's dope. You heard that joint?
I think I heard. I didn't hear the whole album.
Snowfall. You heard it?
I didn't hear the whole album, but I did hear songs from it.
Listen, that should have make you go. I'm a huge Sky Zoo fan, by the way. That should have make you go back and watch the whole series over.
Really?
Man, that Mind of a Saint album is amazing.
So it's strictly about the show.
Yeah, but he's
speaking in third person?
He's speaking about what's on Franklin's mind, like as he's Franklin and what's going through his mind and what Franklin.
You know what he on? He on that Nas shit. I Gave You Power.
Yeah, he's rapping as if he's Franklin rapping. That shit is amazing, bro.
Yeah, can you? Well, we gonna get the numbers and then you gotta text me that.
So what's that? 3?
That's 4. You got one more.
What was 3? Oh, Blank Face.
Yeah.
Oh, one more.
Yeah. No Jay?
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
No Nas?
Yeah.
What Nas album?
It was written.
Man. Oh, all right. What about Illmatic?
Illmatic is dope. I mean, I love that too.
So listen, and I just want to just put this out there because the boy from what is he from? Oh my God, this shit make me lose my train. He just posted this not too long ago.
Illmatic was dope.
No, it's the guy Earn Your Leisure. I think his name Rashad Bill or Rashad, whatever. The two guys from Earn Your Leisure. He put up a post about R. Kelly and Nas song, the remix.
Street Dream
remix.
That was dope.
But he said It Was Written was better than Illmatic. Now, I always go back and forth with my college homies from Lincoln and just people, period. The only reason why I can't give It Was Written over Illmatic because when Nas wrote Illmatic, he was 17.
Yeah, and I'm not 17. Saying that. I'm not saying it was
like,
written.
What the fuck? The nigga still was in high school.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he dropped out. Like, nigga, no. Like, it was written. He was a young, cold young boy in his early 20s, had his daughter. He experienced some things in life. And don't get me wrong, It Was Written would probably be right under Illmatic, but I think Illmatic is the best hip hop album ever, in my opinion.
Nas is like a prophet, man. Not like he is. Nas is a prophet.
And then he dropped 6 projects with Hit Boy in 3 years.
Yeah, Nas and Lupe, Sky Zoo, them guys is my favorite artists.
Yeah, for sure.
But
no Jay, I'm shocked.
Nah, I'm not shocked.
You not?
Nah, I never really. I never. I mean,
what about Pop?
I love Pop. I'm like Jay and Big. I never really listened to them like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you remind me of my boy 19 Keys. You got a different elevator when it comes.
Yeah, man.
to
When I was coming up, I was Bone Thugs, Outkast, Nas,
right.
8 Ball and MJG, UGK.
Yeah, you got a lot of that Southern.
That's why. And
you know what? It's funny that you say that because I always tell people, as big as Jay-Z is, he didn't hit the South like that. He didn't.
Nah.
They don't fuck with Jay.
Yeah.
He don't sell out shows in the ATL. We can't sell out the Georgia Dome.
Yeah.
Now, if it's T.I. and Jeezy, they selling in Georgia. It's Gucci Mane, sold out. If it's fucking Future, sold out. Young Thug, sold out. Little Baby, sold out.
Yeah.
Jay, hell no. Hell no. It ain't
because
happening.
we got albums for day. Like I can't even leave out the Purple Tape and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it's I just first 5 that I could think of.
Right.
But
yeah,
man. I'll be naming albums.
That's
for
honorable
days,
mentions.
Bro.
That's all.
Nah.
Well, listen, man. Listen, look. I always tell people like Jay for me, he number 4 of top. Like my top 5 artists, hip hop artists of all time, Jay 4. So it's just like people be mad at me. They don't be understanding it. It's just that he didn't hit me like those other artists before.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah,
because I got Biggie, Nas, and Tupac over Jay. That's just me though.
Yeah,
all
I mean,
day.
but my thing is.
Though.
You know what was always crazy to me is people be up in arms when you like if you'll say Biggie ain't the greatest to you, like people get upset and it's like, bro,
no, you can't.
What if I never even listened to him like that? Or
music
what if
is subjective?
Yeah, but that's the
yeah.
But
in a different era and when you were born, plays a part.
But my whole thing with Biggie is, you know, don't get me wrong. I listen to Big. Mm-hmm. Not just as much as everybody else, but then we like he's the greatest of all time. But then they'll say, "Well, you can't say somebody else. Look at their body of work." Well, he only had what?
2 albums.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? And then it's like you can't. It's like an agenda thing. Not saying when it's with Big, but with everything. You have to say this. Like you can't have your own opinion as far as something, man. And like I said, when I was coming up, I was exposed to all of them.
Right.
But I gravitated towards
who you gravitated to. And they dope. Outkast is dope. Like
I used to get picked on because we listened to everybody that was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like
it's good. It's good. Like man.
But me listening to that other style of music,
there's nothing wrong
it
with
opened my mind to thinking it's more out here
than just that.
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it, man. And let the people know, man, what you got coming up next, how they can follow you, and all that good shit.
I'm working on Royce Chronicles 2 right now.
I can't wait for that. Next year is coming out?
I'm actually probably next year.
Yeah, because you know it's only a few weeks.
Yeah, most likely next year.
Are you into like New Year resolutions and all that, or what was your biggest like thing you felt like you achieved this year, or did you reach a certain goal as an artist this year that you wanted to?
Releasing my project and just just getting the feedback for it. I ain't really, I don't be, I like to I didn't really have, I'm gonna do this, and I just wanted to just do that. I ain't put out a project for a while before that. I was going through a lot of personal things, dealing with my son and his autism, like that shit is a lot to deal with, man. Like for the last 5-6 years mentally, I've been in some of the worst places because I've been through a lot.
Let me ask you this, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Does that situation with your son sometimes inspire you to write songs? Because you see someone like a Jordan Lucas who made a whole album, ADHD, about his things and things that he went through. And my son has ADHD, so I kind of like know about. Yeah. And I also work with kids that had autism before, so I'm pretty solid on what goes on with them.
Yeah.
Does that ever inspire you as an artist to? Because sometimes artistry is therapeutic as well.
Right. It didn't, to be 100, man, it didn't inspire me as an artist, but it inspired me to want to be an even better dad than I already am. I love being a father, man.
That's
love
good.
that
Me
shit,
too,
man.
man.
I fell in love with that shit, like to the point where I didn't give a fuck about music at one point.
And it ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Because honestly, that's what God chose. He chose you to be the father of that particular son, just like God chose me to be the father to Teron. So that's how it goes. That's what it is. And that's my biggest prized possession. When people say, well, you graduated from Lincoln, you got your master's degree, you got a brand, you got an L.L.C, it is, that. I said, no, I got my son. And everything that I do, because he wants to do this. Like, my son already started a chant. Like, he's watching me, and he's already mimicked, just like Joe Buck and his dad, because that does the Monday Night Football. His dad was an announcer as well.
Joe Buck.
Yeah. So it's a vicious cycle, man. Your kids see what you're doing, they be inspired, and they just start gravitating and start picking it up.
They definitely because even with my son, he's doing pretty well. He's doing well in school.
That's good.
I still treat him like a normal kid,
and I treat my son the same way.
I don't play games with him. He know I don't play, and he's turning the corner. But there's a lot of stuff holistically that has helped that. His diet and holistic stuff that a lot of people get discouraged, and me and my wife have been doing this stuff, man, and it has helped a great deal. Like I would love for people to tap in with me so I could try to help them with that.
Okay, well, that I'm gonna spread that, man, because that's something that I think a lot of people they kind of like, and I believe in the holistic approach, because a lot of people like to stay stuck in that one dimensional. I gotta use medicine. I gotta use it with the doctor. I gotta do it this way. No, you don't.
Nah.
You have a choice.
Yeah.
Whether you're a cancer patient, it's high blood pressure, whatever, diabetes, whatever approach. Because when I seen the shit up with Nipsey and Dr. Sabi and all that, I was like, bruh. That's why my diet changed. Like, I don't even eat the same way I used to eat before I learned about Nipsey.
Yeah, me neither.
Nipsey put me on. Rest in peace to Nipsey, the GOAT.
Nip definitely was a legend, man.
Yeah. But listen, this has been a dope combo. I don't want to keep cutting you off. I want you to tell the people how they can check you out. Tell them about your nonprofit website, whatever.
Difference Makers. Y'all can actually hit my man Julian up, Difference Makers, at Difference Makers 1. You can rap to him if you want to get involved with that. You can follow me on Instagram, official Royce Castro. My music is everywhere. All you gotta do is just type me. It's on all streaming platforms. For booking, you can email me. My email is therealroyce@gmail.com. And just looking to put out the next project. And just going from there, man. I like I said, I didn't put out stuff before because everything with me is spirit led.
Yeah.
So like I said, very spiritual, man. So it was the right time.
And you remind me of Andre so much, because he some of the same stuff he said, and you saying here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't see that though.
I didn't see when we exchanged a number, by the way, I didn't get a chance to say that. The Andre 3000 interview with GQ is the best interview of 2023. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I'm telling you. The stuff that man said in that interview is absolutely true and absolutely amazing. It'll wake you up. Like, you know how you said spark the mind? Mm-hmm. That interview gonna spark your mind, because it damn sure spark mine. Make sure you go see it. It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. This is the final episode of 2023. I'll catch y'all in 2024. Happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa. Peace.